You're listening to Something to Talk About with Big John, Kinsley Keys, and Billy Ray. Coming to you live from Cosmic Deli in downtown Laurel at Sawmill Square Mall. This show is fueled by Central Sunbelt Federal Credit Union in Laurel, Mississippi.
And hello everybody, and welcome to Cosmic Deli here in downtown Laurel at Sawmill Square Mall on a hot, humid Thursday afternoon in February, believe it or not, Billy Ray. How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Tell me about your weekend. Tell me about your big trip to Oxford that I took you to last week.
Well, it was filled with a lot of boring meetings. And sat through some interesting things, though. Learned about.
So you saying the drive up, the 4-hour drive, was boring?
Well, I mean, it wasn't exactly fun and games, but I mean, it's a 4-hour ride. I mean, it really can't be that exciting. You know what I mean?
Sure it was. Remember leaving Laurel, getting up to around Florence area? Wasn't that a little dangerous?
Well, yeah, we
risky.
We did live on the edge a little bit, but we did get back home safely, and that's
yes,
all
I
that
did
matters.
Get you back home safely to your fiance, who's with us this afternoon.
She is. She decided to come down here to the mall, and it's rather busy here right now, don't you think?
It's Laurel, man. Thursday night.
Laurel, Mississippi, on a Thursday night. So you know where the people's going to be? Probably at Carl's Catfish or down there.
Probably.
Yeah, so you know how it is. Well, it's been a rather busy week in the sports world, hasn't it?
Yeah, I believe there was some little bit of news came out late Monday night up in Stark Vegas. I don't know what's going on, but something happened.
The athletic department, John Cohen, decided that Andy Cannizaro would no longer be the head baseball coach.
Now, was this because of the 3-game sweep that they had down here in Hattiesburg? That they got swept by USU?
Well,
no.
you know,
had nothing to do with it.
You know, I know a lot of their fans would like to think that, but you know, with the recent scandals in sports, the universities are getting rather strict on that sort of thing, and there was a clause contract in his contract that said inappropriate behavior with students or staffers will be cause for termination.
He had an alleged affair with one of the undergrad staff workers of the athletic department,
who is now with
who
Dan
is also
Mullen.
rumored to have an affair with Dan Mullen.
So, but that's unproven yet. So we wonder why Dan Mullen jetted to Florida. So
he went to Florida for more money in a better place. I mean, Gainesville or Starkville. I mean, which one would you rather have?
Well, true. I mean, anywhere other than probably the 3 in Mississippi. But, you know, looking at that situation, it's kind of fishy that she would leave her husband, who's the head coach at East Mississippi, you know, and so basketball coach. And
I didn't know all this.
Yeah, so she went down there to be with Dan Mullen while he's up here at East Mississippi coaching. It brings new meaning to Last Chance U, don't you think?
Yeah, I believe so.
So, what's your take on all of this?
Well, I don't think the affair had anything to do with it. The affair with him having an undergrad athletic department staffer, that was what made him get fired or resigned. And with all the stuff going on with Hugh Freeze about a year ago, you got to go.
You know, it didn't take long for the university to let him go. You know, they didn't want to be a part of anything bigger, you know, like that at the University of Ole Miss. And so I think they made the right move.
The University of Ole Miss.
I mean, the University of Mississippi.
No, now, don't be like those idiots down in Hattiesburg.
Well, that's true.
We are professional. Don't be like them 2 down there in Hattiesburg, or them 3.
Well, that's right.
The 3rd stooge comes in on Saturday mornings. Larry Moe and Curly down there.
I mean the University of Mississippi.
Okay, that's better.
I don't mind being corrected when I'm wrong.
Oh, I'm going to correct you when you're wrong.
Most of the time. But anyway, so I think they handled it well. And no, it wasn't because they lost a 3-game set to Southern.
No, USM
it.
fans are kind of happy it didn't happen before that. That way, state can't use that as an excuse. So, well, we didn't have a coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we got swept.
And I don't know. Mississippi State rebounded from that and beat Jackson State last night, 12-1. Ole Miss did a great job against Memphis in a tight one, 8-6.
A couple more beer showers.
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
Well, that was interesting.
We watched the first game of the year. They played Wofford. Not Wofford. Winthrop. And they were able to hit a home run out. And
yeah, it was interesting. I didn't get wet or anything because, well, it is what it is. And able to see a great game 2 rows up, and it was a great experience at Swayze Field. So we're going to have to make a road trip to Dudy Noble this year to see the new stadium. Yeah, we're going to go. Yeah, maybe Super Bulldog weekend. Okay, good deal. So we did that, and also, if you look at Southern Miss, they did lose the other night to South Alabama 10-9, but saying that South Alabama is going to be a heck of a team. This year they're fifth in the top 20 right now. Yeah, 17. So every time. So, it's baseball. You play 60 games. Somebody told me, well, what's Mississippi State gonna do? I mean, it's like a preseason game, Yeah. So now, if you get to March and you're below 500, then you can give up on the season. But right now, if you lose 2 or 3 games, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Absolutely. So that's baseball news. I saw that William Carey did a great job against a school from Vermont, which they should be good against a school from Vermont this time of the year. Beating them 13-6. They're currently ranked Yeah, they must have put all the freshmen in, but, that is impressive. Carey is number 6 in the NAIA, so, a lot of good baseball being played right now. But yeah, they're tell me that. Who is that? 12-11? High school? Wow. I'm not going to talk bad about high school students, but 12-11, I could see if it was like Shady Grove taking on So-So and Pee Wee. Okay, well, switching gears a little bit from basketball to talk about a pageant coming up, Billy Ray. It's the Jones County Dolls and Dudes presents the 3rd annual Autism Awareness Pageant. It's going to be the Little Mr. and Miss Sawmill Mall. Okay. It's going to be held April 28, 2018, here at the Sawmill Square Mall in downtown Laurel. Boys, girls, and special needs ages, get this now, 0 to 100. Boys and girls, 0 to 100. So, if you know anybody in your class down over at Glade or anywhere else that might want to participate, you can tell them about it. Also, it's the attire of Billy Ray is Mother's Choice. So, if you wanted to come up here and be in it, you could be in here in this pageant. 0 to 100. So it's Easter, church, or pageant dress. And I'm guessing suit. They forgot that, for the guys, for the little fellas. It's a natural pageant, no makeup on 0 to 3 years old, which I would hope not. We don't want another John Benet Ramsey case. You know what I mean? So the entry fees, $45 to $65, and there's all different dates on there. For more information, you can contact the Jones County Dolls and Dudes Facebook group, and they will help you with that. And so you can contact Lindsay Carr Freeman at Lynn'sCar1984 at yahoo.com. So that's that. So shout out to that. That's a good deal right there, helping special needs kids.
Now back to what we were talking about earlier, basketball.
Yeah.
It was Noxubee County, 12.
They hail you.
But, yes. Well, I will say this.
They scored 11.
Well, a lot of times, and I've been up there, they play defensive basketball, and they'll hold the
12
ball.
to 11. That's playing the old North Carolina four corners offense.
That's exactly what they do. They'll pass the ball around, and they may only score 2 or 4 points a quarter.
Wow. And Raymond defeated Purvis 87 to 14.
Well, I wonder what the cause of that was.
87 to 14.
Well, all I have to do on that is shake your head, you
Yeah.
know. So,
Well, there's too many teams in the playoffs.
well, that is true. It's kind of like football.
Many teams in that too.
Too many teams in there because you get it to where the state is just trying to make money,
Right.
and
Because if you remember a couple of years ago, maybe a 1A or a 2A school up north put up almost put up 100 points in
right.
the playoff game.
So
Uncalled for.
very much so, and so I think, when you consider all of that, it's just time to, really consider changing how you want to do that. I mean, take the top 2 or 3, but you don't want to take 4. I mean, I would probably take the top 2. Wouldn't you say
I
so?
will stop at 2.
Yeah. So, you have the tournament at the end of the year, but really, it's really uncalled for, I think. But, I mean, they just drag it out, it seems like. So, I might be reading more into it than it actually is, but that's just what I think. What's your opinion?
I think it's just a money grab
A money grab.
by the state high school athletic association.
You are absolutely right. So, looking at the playoffs, though, you have they have, now, used to it was just, a bracket, but now they have it in quadrants.
Mm-hmm.
And they have 4 quadrants out right now. So, on the 22nd, game 22, which will be held, on Saturday, you have Forest Hill taking on Laurel.
Yes. Now,
What do
I'm
you
not
think?
100% sure. I think Laurel may be hosting this little quadrant.
It is. Laurel is hosting this quadrant, I guess you could call it. So, what do you think about Laurel and Forest Hill there?
Well, Laurel is, I think, 2-time defending state champion. They're a little bit younger team than what they had the last couple of years, but they still might have won the district regular season championship. Kind of stumbled in the district tournament, but they still made playoffs. But I think Laurel, being at home, can pull it out.
What about Wayne County and Wingfield? That should be a good game, but I think Wingfield gets Wayne County there.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, Wayne County's known for hitting the three-pointers. If they can get hot behind the three-point line, Wayne County can win it. I think Wayne County wins.
And then you have Hattiesburg and Long Beach. Who do you like there?
Hattiesburg.
Yeah, I like Hattiesburg too. I think they're not going to be, Long Beach is not going to be
It's a
any
long trip
trouble
up from
for
Long
them.
Beach to Laurel. So
It is. So, we'll
long
see
bus
what
ride, I
happens.
think Hattiesburg comes out and wins this one.
You're exactly
And
right.
Hattiesburg has some athletes in all sports.
They do. I mean, you look at their roster, and it's just wow. I mean, every sport, they're loaded. But, hey, let's take a break, and we're going to come back and talk more high school basketball playoffs, and we're going to hear from our sponsors. So we'll be back, you guys, and thanks for listening to Something to Talk About.
The Shabby Sheet Cake is Laurel's newest bakery.